Hi, welcome to the Speeding Bulletin. My name is Steve Younis from supermanhomepage.com, and here we are, the last day of 2009. Unless of course you're watching this later in the week, either way, Happy New Year. It was quite a week with Christmas and all, and I even took a few days off myself, but nevertheless, here's what happened in the Superman world between December 18 and December 31st. In movie news, reports were circulating that Taylor Swift was set to take on the role of Kara Zor-El in a new Supergirl film, but that rumour was quickly shot down and shown to be a fake. Warner Premiere sent out new images for the upcoming Justice League Crisis on Two Earths animated movie scheduled to be released on DVD and Blu-ray on February 23rd. Collider.com caught up with movie producer Dan Lin and asked him amongst other things about the possibility of a live-action Justice League movie. He did say that Warner Brothers' plans for their DC superhero movies will be unveiled in January, so stay tuned. In TV news, the CW aired a new promotional commercial for upcoming episodes of Smallville in 2010. While Pam Grier tweeted the following message about the latest film developments regarding her role as Amanda Waller. She said, "On Smallville, my character Amanda Waller, PhD, gets to interact with all of the Smallville superheroes. Woohoo, it's on." Fancast.com gave us a spoiler regarding the Season 9 episode titled Warrior. When asked about Zatanna and Clark kissing in the promo I just mentioned, they say, Lois does not take kindly to the sexy spellcaster swapping spit with her Superman. Warrior will air on January 29th, but the next new episode of Smallville is Disciple, airing January 22nd. Superman homepage reviewer Scotty V continues reviewing episodes from the Superboy TV series. Come by the site now to check out his review of the Season 1 episode titled Black Flamingo. DC Comics gave us the inside scoop on Superman Last Stand of New Krypton, a 3-issue miniseries set to take up the spot left by the conclusion to Superman World of New Krypton. Written by James Robinson and Sterling Gates with art by Pete Woods, Superman Last Stand of New Krypton will hit shelves in March 2010. ComicBookResources.com caught up with writer J. Michael Straczynski to get more details about his 2010 original graphic novel series titled Superman Earth 1. He said the big bad in this first volume isn't someone we've seen before. DC Comics released their March 2010 solicitations. We highlighted for you all the Superman-related comics and products soon to be released. Of special interest was the previously announced Superman Last Stand of New Krypton and a new Christopher Reeve Superman bust. Back in late October, Neal Adams indicated that a possible reprint edition of the 1978 never reprinted Superman vs. Muhammad Ali Special Edition was forthcoming. DC Comics have now confirmed that this is indeed the case. The comic will be available in a limited edition hardcover in the original trim size and a deluxe hardcover edition, both available around September 2010. Matt Idelson returned for another month of Superman homepage Ask Matt fan forum questions. Come by the site now to read his answers to questions put to him by fellow Superman fans. The latest episodes of From Crisis to Crisis podcast are now online. Mike and Jeff interviewed writer-artist Jerry Ordway to chat about his work on Superman. Superman comic books we reviewed included Supergirl number 48, which was reviewed by Jeffrey Bridges, Superman Batman number 67, and Justice League of America number 40 were both reviewed by Neal Bailey, while Tom L. looked back to 1964 to review Justice League of America number 29 and number 30, which features stories about alternate Earths. The only comic book scheduled to ship this week is Blackest Night number 6. Episode 60 of Radio KAL, the monthly podcast of the Superman homepage, is now available to listen to. This month, Neal and I look back at 5 years of Radio KAL. We discuss Smallville, Superman comics in 2010, movie news and rumours, 2000 to 2009 highlights, and more. Be sure to also check out the Last Son of Krypton Chapter 60 and Lost Daughter of Krypton Chapter 32 audio dramas from pendantaudio.com. Superman and Supergirl are amongst hundreds of US government-commissioned comics now available online via the University of Nebraska-Lincoln website. Check out the link at the Superman homepage now. That's all the Superman news there was for the weeks leading up to the end of 2009. I'm Steve Younis from supermanhomepage.com, wishing you all a Happy New Year.
So, they're making a series of comics called Earth 1. Interesting. I like the idea. I actually did dig the Joker Brian Azzarello thingy that came out recently. The only issue I have is that they just introduced another origin of Superman. Why do another? Seems to be kind of an answer to the Ultimate Universe, which DC doesn't need to answer to. The Ultimate Universe has played its course and is not really that interesting to people anymore. mostly because it developed a bogged down continuity much like the Marvel Universe. I think if DC really wants to engage new readers, all they need to do is tell good stories. I mean, that seems really simple, but I don't know. I know people who find the continuity unassailable. There are people I know who call Blackest Night Blackest Lanterns, you know, and they're confused by the whole idea of 7 colors with varying properties. I don't know. It doesn't seem that remarkably complex to me, but then again, I'm right in the middle of it. But nonetheless, when I was a kid, we had a red-haired Lex Luthor with long hair who was the cloned son of the original Lex Luthor. We had a Supergirl who was an alternate universe protoplasmic rendition of her current self. And we had a Superman who could not breathe in space. I caught on, I figured it out, and I enjoyed it. And the reason was because the story was interesting. You don't need to create a whole new universe in order to tell good stories. And of all people, Jeff Johns is the principal examination of that, because he tells stories in continuity that are very interesting and garner a large audience. I can't say I don't mind the... I do like the idea of trades again and again and again, telling a continuous story in one universe. That's pretty interesting. I just wonder why they can't really do that in the main universe and tell a compelling story. It's interesting, though. I'll see how it goes.